I wish you could all see how powerful it is to look here at all these people, even more than last year, all the signs, all the young people. Thank you for marching over from the school and all the other young people here. We usually give this talk, we give our talk first and then read the names of the legislators who are here. But they deserve to be mentioned first so they can get some of them to committee meetings, some of them frankly just out of the cold. So let me introduce the legislators who are here. If I miss anyone, please say their names. And then let's give them a huge round of applause. They fought against the PRO Act. They fought against the Leaving Babies to Die bill. And last year they fought and won against putting abortion in our state constitution. Legislators who are here include Senators Jim Abler, Gary Dames, Robert Farnsworth, Steve Green, Glenn Grunhagen, Jeff Howe, Senator Mark Coran, Andrew Matthews, Jason Rarick, Tori Westrom. Thank them all. Some of them just came down from the House of Representatives and are still just they're not even wearing a jacket, so we understand if you have to run, and some have committee meetings. The representatives who are here, Representative Keith Allen, Pam Altendorf, Paul Anderson, Patty Anderson, Jeff Backer, Ben Bakeberg, Dave Baker, John Burkell, Greg Davids, Ben Davids, Lisa Damon, Tom DePel. These are all the legislators on that side of the aisle. They're almost all here. Jeff Dotson, Vidal Duran, Elliot Engen, Marge Fogelberg, Mary Franson, Steve Gander, Dawn Gilman, Jimmy Gordon, Bobby Harder, Josh Heinzman, Krista Knudsen, Brian Lawrence, Joe McDonald, Shane Mecklin, Patricia Mueller, Tom Murphy, Jim Nash, Nathan Nelson, Barry Niska, Paul Novotny was here, Tom O'Driscoll, Bernie Perryman, Marion Rarick, Dwayne Kwong was here, Aaron Rapinski, Kristen Robbins, Joe Schumacher, Isaac Schultz, Peggy Scott, Tom Sexton, Roger Scrabo, Steve Kwasinski, Ken Orwis, Paul Jefferson, Mike Weiner, Natalie Selesnikar. Did I miss anybody? Jeff Whitty, former Senator Dan Hall, and former Representative Greg Hull. Please thank them. They helped stop the worship. I want to thank you very much to Jean Marie for her powerful testimony. The issue that she talked about, trafficking, is one of the issues that we will address in one of the two major bills that we are working with legislators on, and that is a bill to stop coerced abortions. There are three areas that coerced abortions are happening because of our lax laws and because of the unethical actions in abortion facilities. One of them is trafficking, as Jean Marie talked about. When a minor child is trafficked and forced into an abortion facility, we've heard testimony from these young women who have been forced to have abortions because they're being trafficked when they become pregnant. And they have said, and they have testified in other state legislatures, that if there was a parental notification law in force, their parents would have been notified where they are, and they could have been rescued from that terrible trafficking situation. In Minnesota, a judge and many legislators, who by the way are not here today, they're not on the Capitol grounds today, they're not doing the work for you, but they voted, and fortunately we stopped it in the legislature, but we didn't stop it in the court, to get rid of parental notification. Parents have no right to know. If their minor daughter is having an abortion, if their minor daughter is injured from an abortion, if their minor daughter is being trafficked and pressed to have an abortion. That will stop. Other coercion happens from violence or threats of violence and from abuse of the abortion pill. And as I said, we're working with legislators on a bill to end all of that. We're also working on a bill, and I want to thank several legislators are also working on their own bill to return protection to newborn children. In 2023, the legislature took away what was called the Born Alive Infant Protection Act. That was a bill that protected the lives of unborn children, the lives of then born children if they had survived an abortion. But they changed the law in a way that also threatens the lives of disabled newborns. So they expanded the killing. And there are at least two bills I know in the legislature, one of them we have crafted, that will end that practice and protect newborns as well as the unborn children we all work to protect. Many of you have attended our community meetings that we do about 50 a year around the state. And you have heard that a big part of us working to change this culture is to encourage and implore all of you to be talking about these issues with your neighbors. Please do that. The other side has gotten so extreme that it's easy now to find support. When you say, did you hear that they're leaving newborn babies to die? Did you hear that they are not protecting women against coerced abortions? You can start those conversations, persuade people toward the pro-life position, and build a pro-life culture. Part of what we are doing today is to have you communicate with legislators. So if you look on the back of your gold programs, you will see that there is a pre-made note that you can leave with legislators today, and it mentions the two bills. So let me tell you how to do that and how you can participate. If you can stay, I know many of you have buses, you have to leave, but if you can stay, you have a couple opportunities. One is if you registered with us and asked for help to set up an appointment with your legislator, and we communicated back that we have an appointment. As soon as we close at 1 o'clock, please come up to the rotunda. Walk in the doors here, walk past the hallway, and the rotunda is the large round room in the middle of the Capitol, and we will connect you with your legislator. If you have not, but have some time to stay, if you have not made an appointment but have some time to stay, what we would ask is that a lot of us go to the Centennial Building, which this building on the left is a courts building, and the building right below it is the Centennial Building. Now there's a story about that. Our state representatives used to be here, but they decided to spend almost $500 million to add that. It wasn't the legislators here, none of them voted for it. And so you can't go visit in this easy to visit and easy to walk around building. There's a very limited access in the Centennial Building And there are no pro-abortion legislators there, just like there were no pro-abortion legislators in the House today. They're missing.
$500 million.
But you can go there. In the front doors, there will be MCCL people with more programs. So if you don't have one, on the back of the program, you can make out a note to your legislator. They have pens. You can leave them. And the legislators who are not here, because they're skipping out on their job and not doing the work for you, will hear from us that we want protection for the unborn, for newborn babies, and to protect women against coerced abortions. There's one more item on page 3 of your program that explains the lobbying a little bit, the citizen lobbying. Either go down to the Centennial Building or come in here. Some of the legislators will be in here and you can talk with. There's a QR code that has information on who your legislator is, how you can contact them. If you're unable to lobby today in one of these 2 buildings, please write, call, and email your legislators. That communication can make a difference, like last year stopping, putting abortion in the state constitution. They need to hear from us. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for your support for life. With your help, we will win. Thank you.